Hey guys, I'm back at Costco. Get excited because they have quite a bit of new skincare and we're gonna go through all of it. Once upon a time I had light in my life. Turn around, visibly bright eyes. Okay, what is this from Stricton? If you were wondering, this is $49.99. Okay, $49.99. It had better restore my vision along with reducing fine lines, wrinkles, crow's feet, under eye puffiness, and dark circles. I'm studying the ingredient list, hoping caffeine pops out. I see no such thing. What I do see that can temporarily improve the look of fine lines and wrinkles around the eyes is hydrolyzed hyaluronic acid. That's a humectant that will help improve water content. And I also see, where did it go? Tetrahexyl decyl ascorbate. That's a stable form of vitamin C that may help with hyperpigmentation. Dark circles, a lot of that has to do with volume loss or just hereditary dark circles related to your facial anatomy. And so topicals are just not going to get at it. Sometimes topicals can help a little bit with dark circles, mostly through hydration and light scattering. To a certain extent, caffeine can help by vasoconstriction. Under eye puffiness can be helped by caffeine, which is not in this. But it seems like it's not so much the caffeine even, so much as the applying a cool gel to the under eye area. So in the study that looked at caffeine, it really didn't do much more for reducing under eye puffiness than the vehicle alone, although a subset of people seem to do better with the caffeine. So maybe some people are more responsive to topical caffeine. Who knows? I mean, we're not going to get like a New England Journal of Medicine robust randomized double-blind placebo-controlled trial on caffeine for dark circles, but that's where we're at. So would you spend $49.99? I don't suggest doing that because $50 for these two small, is there a difference between these? They're the exact same. You get a travel container worth and a larger jar. Use a gel cream of your choosing and see if you can get reduction with that. And if you want to blow $50, I double dog dare you to do this to one eye and then just any plain moisturizer. Honestly, apply both of them. Put both of them in the refrigerator, apply both of them chilled, and see objectively, is there like a huge difference between your two eyes in terms of the appearance of dark under eye circles? And take pictures, take pictures, have someone else look at the pictures too, so you don't introduce your own buyer bias, which is a real thing. Like if you spend money on things, you're a lot more likely to believe that they have done something for you. So yeah, do that little trial on yourself and report back. You guys are like, wait, isn't that why we watch you? You're the one who's supposed to be doing these things and reviewing for us. Doc actually sent me this in PR, this derm correcting firming serum stick. It's retinol on a stick. I don't know about that. Like easy to use, fast absorbing. I did test it out on my skin. I didn't actually test it out in a manner as though like does this yield a profound effect, because honestly rock retinols are all really good. I'm confident the retinol in this is good. I just didn't really see the utility of this because, at least for me personally, when I'm going to use retinol to my neck, I want a moisturizing cream that's like very hydrating and soothing. This is pretty moisturizing, but it was not like, I don't know, it wasn't like the Rapid Wrinkle Repair Regenerating Cream. You know how that is such a luxe cream. It smooths out the little fine wrinkles while you wait for the retinol to kick in over several weeks. So you get more instant gratification. That being said, this product does have ascorbic acid in it, which can help with collagen production, provided the formula is stable and it can actually get into the skin, which is a whole other, black box of unknown territory there. Like, is it stable enough in a stick? I don't even know about that, but it wasn't bad. It's just not one that I felt strong enough to even really feature on my channel. Like, what are people going to do with this stick? Like who is going to benefit from this? What are they charging for it? $39.99 for the 2-pack, so $20 a piece. If you're already using it and you like it, this would be a good place to get it. Oh my gosh, I was just in Walmart the other day, and Olay, I made a rhyme there. Olay has come out with these little squares of cleanser that reconstitute in water. It's a completely waterless, liquid-free facial cleanser. I'm really excited for. But what we have here at Costco, this was all the rage. Like, they actually put quite a bit of ad revenue behind this product last summer, I want to say, the Super Serum. And here it is at Costco. You never hear anybody talk about it anymore, though it was like the best thing ever last year. $47.99, so that's actually not too bad for 2 of these. It's 25 bucks a piece for Olay, because they really overcharge. And now they have Super Serum, but they also have a night one. Side note, the night one is free of fragrance. This one is not. What is it though? It is glycerin, it is lactic acid, it is ascorbic acid, it's a peptide, it's sodium hyaluronate. It's the kind of thing that it may help improve skin smoothness, hydration, overall skin tone, luminosity, radiance. The collagen peptide can actually help with moisture retention. So the ingredients are fine. Like Olay, they usually use fairly reasonable ingredient profiles, but the price point is always what gets me, is like, no thanks. Like for if I'm being honest, like these ingredients, they're less expensive drugstore brands that have similar ingredient families, especially niacinamide. I mean, that's a dime a dozen. There are also a ton of excellent Korean toners, serums, and the like that are competing with that. So I mean, it's like, don't be influenced by that one. What is this? Rejuvenating face oil. I don't use facial oils because they're actually not that amazing for moisturizing. Now, depending on the oil, they may help to deliver antioxidant. Where facial oils can be particularly helpful though is kind of in cutting down on flakiness. They help with exfoliating rough patches of skin. Almond oil, almond seed, jojoba seed, apricot seed, sunflower seed, these are all good. This does have perfume in it though, so you have to be aware of that. It's a common allergen on your face. How comfortable is that? $34.99 for these 2. That's definitely a new find here. We were just talking about Rock, and see, they've got their retinol correction lines. This is what I would go with. I wouldn't, I've tried this and I've tried that stick we were just talking about. I would go with this. This is great on the neck. It's free of fragrance, it has a retinol, it's very hydrating, it's got hyaluronic. I mean, this is a good product right here. I would go with this. And right now, you guys, it's quite the deal, if I do say so myself. Normally it's $50 for these 2, which isn't too bad. But it's $15 off, so $34.99. Oh, we've got Paracone MD's Cold Plasma Plus Neck and Chest. SPF 25. Yes, do put sunscreen on your neck and chest. Paracone MD has actually some pretty good products, albeit they make Olay look like Dollar Tree price points. The sunscreen is titanium dioxide. I was always under the impression from my reading that titanium dioxide alone was, not really that great as far as being as broad spectrum as it could be. I mean, it meets criteria, but I'm not a sunscreen formulator, so there could be other things added to this to help with that. It does have niacinamide, great for redness, as well as the moisture barrier, hyperpigmentation. Is that about it? I'm sorry, there's not much about this that's particularly compelling, unless you just really like this. Right now it's on sale. Normally it's $50. $50 for 1 ounce of a SPF 25 on the low end for sunscreen. Okay for like an everyday facial moisturizer, I guess, for days you're mostly indoors, but like, you're really gonna $50? Anyways, it's on sale, $14 off, so you could get it for the low price of $35.99. Yikes. That's like, think of how much food you could buy. Not much, actually. Why are these still around? Like, I feel like these need to go away, because say what you will about all of the cringe 90s, 80s skincare, like the Sea Breeze, the apricot scrub, all those products we like to turn our noses up at. But this has always been just a way to separate you from your dollar. When I first started on YouTube, these were like super popular and really, really expensive. Now here at Costco, you can get the 3-pack for $19.99. They don't offer you anything. This is new here at Costco. You get 2 of the Rock Multi-Correction Revive Glow Moisturizer plus Vitamin C. This is an SPF 30 chemical sunscreen. It does have fragrance in it, a common allergen in skincare products. It also has a form of vitamin C called 3-O-ethyl ascorbic acid. That's a stable form of vitamin C, but whether or not it actually like improves collagen production, to be determined. This shouldn't leave a white cast. Let me know if you guys have tried this. The Rock. I always want to call it The Rock, for obvious reasons. They have some good skincare products. One of my all-time favorite cleansers I discovered in 2023. I haven't tried this though. Sometimes chemical sunscreens can cause the blurry, watery eye issue, so just be cognizant of that, but not always, not always. I don't know what it is about some over others that lead to that, but when it happens, it's deadly. Because it never happens like as soon as you put the sunscreen on. It's always like right when you're about to merge on the interstate. I'm serious. So I have lots of videos cautioning about biotin and these hair, skin, and nails vitamins. So with regards to taking biotin supplements, what have they been shown to be helpful for? Not much, if anything. There's a small study that suggests they may be helpful for brittle nail syndrome, but otherwise completely useless unless you have biotin deficiency, which is super rare. However, biotin supplements can cause more harm than good because they can mess up the accuracy of blood work. I've got lots of videos talking about this, so I suggest being very, very wary of biotin supplements because you never know when you're going to have a heart attack, right? You can stop the biotin supplement a few weeks before having your blood work drawn to have it wash out so it won't mess up the blood test, but it will mess up a blood test that is being ordered if you're having a heart attack, and that's not something you plan for. So, you know, I caution about it in that regard. Now, this particular supplement also has vitamin A, which can be very drying to the skin. It also has hyaluronic acid. Now, hyaluronic acid supplements actually have been shown to help improve the moisture content of the skin, along with hydrolyzed collagen. Hydrolyzed collagen peptides, they actually can localize to the skin and stimulate collagen production. That is a real thing. Like, of all supplements, there's some actual data behind that. It's not complete BS. It's not completely bogus. That being said, supplements are a hugely unregulated territory, but it's not the same. You know, people chime in, oh, just eat more protein. No, it's not the same thing because the peptide fragments themselves are bioactive. They are absorbed intact. They do make their way intact to the skin to have a biostimulatory effect. It's not the same as just eating more protein. And no, you can't just eat gelatin and get the same thing. Yes, gelatin has collagen in it, but it's not going to be digested into those active collagen peptides. You know, kind of more research is needed as far as optimal form, dose, which groups of people actually respond, which don't. All of these are things that I think are worth knowing before just taking, because supplements are not without risk. In the case of collagen peptides, for example, they can cause digestive upset, bloating, reflux, and of course allergy. See, here's another collagen peptide supplement, and you know, this is the thing. This is where supplements really show their true colors, because if this were a medication, a drug, right, like a pharmaceutical, which people like to turn their nose up at because pharmaceutical industry is a gazillion dollar industry, but the supplement industry does not trail too far behind in terms of net worth, okay? But people who turn their nose up at pharmaceuticals are quick to turn to supplements as though like the supplement industry is out here providing humanitarian aid. I digress. Here's the thing, like, they're putting biotin in there for what? For what? Like, maybe the hydrolyzed collagen could be helpful, yeah, but the biotin is gonna, you know, potentially be harmful to you. I mean, they all can cause harm, but like, I don't know. And no side effects are disclosed here. Are these even the optimal doses? Who knows? Has that even been established? They don't need to care about that. So just keep that in mind. That's part of how the landscape of supplements is out there. Now, that being said, there are dietary supplements that are going to be recommended to you by your healthcare provider. So how do you know which ones are good? I do suggest looking for this kind of third-party verification. USP seal is a good one to look for. That way, you know, it kind of gives you some confidence that what they are actually saying is on the label is actually in the product. But yeah, Costco has the Blue Diamond Almond Variety Pack, which reminds me, almonds actually, people who consume almonds have been shown to have fewer wrinkles. So unless you're allergic to almonds, eat up. Check out my video though on almonds for skin health. Did you know that quitting smoking at any age will prolong your life? Like that is evidence-based for sure. And smoking will shorten your lifespan. So this is one way to help yourself quit smoking. The gum. Smoking really wreaks havoc on your skin. They have lozenges here. Quit 2 smoking aid. Cigarettes cause depletion of your skin's antioxidant systems, premature skin yellowing. You get these gnarly enlarged pores if you smoke long enough. Coarse skin texture, yellowing. I mean, aside from ultraviolet radiation, smoking is one of the fast tracking your aging process. All systems in your whole body. It's a fast track. Really rough, and that includes vaping too. I often get questions about using minoxidil for growing hair outside of your scalp, whether it be your brows, your beard, and it can be done. Here's the thing, the hair growth cycle, the growing phase of the hair cycle, much different in terms of duration in your brows and in your facial hair. So it can be a little shocking because the way minoxidil, once it's working, it starts by shifting the hair cycle to get more hairs in the growing phase. So it kicks those out that would have shed anyway. So you get a lot of shedding. And depending on where you're using it, that can be quite, oh my gosh. And the other thing is it can be pretty irritating, pretty drying, pretty irritating. Now, as far as using it on the scalp for hair regrowth, 5% is where it's at. They have it for women, that's 2%, and it can work for women, but 5% is best. 2% doesn't cut it for men. So that's kind of the difference between for some of the for women, for men. I mean, women could use this, right? It's not any different than that really at all. I mean, they're the same thing. But they do make a 2% for women. So that's for the scalp, but for the brow area specifically, I actually suggest the 2% because it's less likely to be irritating. And the whole reason why 2% is marketed to women is A, it can work for them, and B, there's less of a risk of hypertrichosis, like unwanted hair growth. You know, if it gets on the side of your face, for example, nobody wants that, you know, hair growth there. So if you're using it for your brows, I actually suggest the 2% across the board because it's less likely to be irritating and less likely to give you a unibrow. Speaking of minoxidil for brow growth and the issues there, you have brow growth serums and lash growth serums. But you need to be careful because many of them contain prostaglandin analogs. Same type of thing as what is in Latisse, the prescription lash growth treatment. But like Latisse, they have the same side effects: irritation, redness of the eyes, dry eyes, hyperpigmentation of the skin around the eyes, change of your eye color, unwanted hair growth, and rarely periorbital fat loss. Isopropyl cloprostinate is a prostaglandin analog. So yeah, but this is akin to how I was explaining to you guys when we came in here, how supplements don't have to disclose any kind of side effects. This likewise doesn't. Like if you get prescribed Latisse, your doctor's going to go over the side effects and there's going to be a package insert telling you every little possible thing. This is not required to do that. Doesn't that blow your mind? Same drug category, if you will, prostaglandin analog. This can get away without doing it. All right, you guys, Costco did not disappoint. If you guys enjoy Costco Shop With Me videos, I'm gonna put my last one from a few months ago on the end slate. Check it out next because there's a ton of stuff here that I covered in that video that is still here and still a great deal. So check that one out next if you missed it. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.